Right, let's get stuck in. You've got a cracking business, it's working really well in the UK, sales are steady, you know your customer, so what's next? You're thinking, could we take this global? And let me tell you now, yes, you absolutely can. But, and this is a big but, you need to go about it the right way. Now, I've done it myself with Crafter's Companion. Started in my university bedroom, and before I knew it, I had a team out in California, warehouses shipping orders from across Europe. But it wasn't magic, it was strategy, planning, and you know me, a good dose of damn hard graft, okay? Now, there were definitely a few hiccups along the way, but the good news is nothing is impossible. So if you were thinking about taking your business international, then I want you to listen up for my top tips on how to get started on that journey, right? So, number one, do your research. And when I say do your research, I don't mean a quick Google and gut feeling. I mean proper in-depth homework. For example, when I first visited a trade show in the US, I then realised a major hurdle for me was the fact that my envelope making tool wasn't compatible with US paper sizes. Their sizing's completely different. Now, luckily, the trip was still a success because I made some amazing connections, but it could have gone a completely different way. So make sure you do your thorough research before you go into a new market. Ask yourself, what's demand like overseas? Who are your competitors in the area that you're planning to launch? Does your USP work over there? Are customers already looking for your kind of product? Pick your markets wisely and do not try and go global overnight. Choose one country where the fit is obvious. Maybe it's got a similar customer profile, or maybe you've had some organic sales for some other countries trickle in already, and then start there because that is a sure sign of success. Right, so you need to go and do your research. And now number two, understand the culture in that market. Now, you can't just assume that what works here is going to work there. You've got to understand the culture. How do people shop? How do they do their shopping online? Or do they prefer bricks and mortar stores? What do they care about? What's the tone of voice in the marketing? You might need to tweak your messaging. You might need to change your packaging. You might even need to rename a product if it doesn't translate well into your target area. And trust me when I say nothing will damage your brand faster than making a clumsy cultural mistake. So work with local partners, translators, or even better, boots on the ground talent who live and breathe that market. Then step three, logistics and legal stuff. Now this is where the fun starts, or not. International expansion isn't just about marketing. It's operations, logistics, legal frameworks. You've got to ask, can I legally sell this product in this country in that way? What are the tax implications? Do I need local representation or warehousing, right? Now, if your product is physical, sort your shipping earlier, right? Customers will forgive a lot, but slow delivery and surprise customs charges, it's a customer lost forever, okay? Now on to the next thing, go digital first. If you're just dipping your toe in the water, the smart thing to do is start online. So you can test the market with your website or through marketplaces like Amazon or Etsy or even local platforms in the target area. Now that's going to give you real data, fast feedback, and you can see what products land without overcommitting. And don't underestimate the power of social media, both your own and also influencer marketing. Now, influencers can be game changers. They speak directly to the customer that you're trying to reach. Number 5 is build the right team. Now, doing this completely on your own, whilst it might not be impossible, it's really challenging. So try and make it as easy for yourself as you possibly can by building a team that understands the local market inside out. So that might mean hiring a consultant, a country manager, partnering with a distributor, but make sure that they share your values and your brand's ethos. You don't want growth at the expense of what makes your business special. Now, what worked really well for me when I expanded into the US is that at the first trade show, I hooked up with a salesperson who was so passionate about my product, they were willing to take it on as an agent on a commission-only basis. Win-win. Now, he also acted as the conduit for me to really understand the cultural differences in the market and to make sure we fit. And then what happened was, after a few months of working together, I ended up offering him a full-time job. He became my first on-the-books employee, and eventually he became our company CEO for many, many successful years. Now, finally, Stay agile and learn fast. Look, not everything's going to work straight away. International expansion is all about trial and error, and that's okay. You're not looking for perfection on day one. It's just not possible. You're looking to learn quickly, listen to your data, and adapt. Keep asking yourself what's working, what's not, what are customers telling us? Because once you've cracked one market, the next one gets easier. You'll have the blueprint, you'll have gone and done the hard graft. So to summarise, international expansion. It's big, it's bold, and it's blooming exciting. But you don't have to dive in head first without a plan. Research first, test small, build smart, and always keep your customer at the heart of it. Because if you do this right, your brand won't just grow, it'll thrive. Not just in the UK, but worldwide. So go on, get out there and go make it happen. Exciting times.